Welcome everyone to the first video of 2026. Yeah, it's been a month since I uploaded the last video on this channel, and yeah, I invested a lot of money in mics like this. I know that this mic is not supposed to be this close to my mouth, but I like the sound of it, and I will use it like that. In this video, we'll talk about how I'd start video editing in 2026 if I had zero clients. And most people don't want to hear this. But if I started video editing in 2026 from zero with zero clients, I wouldn't be excited. I'd be relieved. Because starting from zero means you're not attached to bad habits. You're not defending broken strategies, and you're not emotionally invested in things that doesn't work anymore. So simply zero is clean. And here's the mistake that most creators, most video editors make when they are starting. They think the job is editing. They think if they get good enough in After Effects or fast enough in Premiere Pro or clean enough with motion graphics, clients will magically appear. Yeah, that was true once. It's not true anymore. In 2026, video editing is assumed. If you're watching this, you already lost the race that rewards technical work alone. So if I had zero clients, the first thing I do is stop asking, how do I get hired? And I would start asking much more uncomfortable question. And that question is, why would anyone need me specifically? Yeah, that hurts. I wouldn't start with building a portfolio. I wouldn't start by cold DMing, and I wouldn't start by calling myself a video editor for creators, because that tells me nothing. And instead, I'd go all the way back to the beginning, to the first three principles. And right now, maybe you're wondering, what are those three principles? First is attention, second is retention, and third is conversion. That's the real job. Editing is just the delivery system, not the job. So I'd pick one environment, not 10, not anyone with podcast. One, for example, YouTube educators, short form personal brands, or coaches who talk too long and say too little. One environment. Then I'd build a system, not a service, a system with same hook structure, same pacing, same emotional rhythm. Because here's the truth that nobody likes. Clients don't pay you for your creativity. They pay you for predictability. Because if you can consistently solve the same problem again and again, you win. And this is where things shift. Because once you have a system, you don't need permission anymore. You don't need another client to validate your work. You can test it on yourself. So I'd post every single day. Not to build a personal brand, but to pressure test the system. Same structure, different topics, and I'd watch where the people drop off, where they comment, where they rewatch. That data means more than 1,000 testimonials. Because here's the irony. The people begging for clients have the least amount of proof. But the people building silence, they are already winning. This is the part that makes people uncomfortable. I wouldn't monetize with clients first. I'd monetize the system. I'd package it in templates, hooks, frameworks, breakdowns, not a theory. Because you can find the theory anywhere on the internet. Just with one prompt on ChatGPT, you can find all the information out there. But I put together the execution and it put it on WAP because platforms like WAP doesn't reward the hype. They reward clarity. If your system works, people buy. If it doesn't, they don't. Simple. And one cell tells you nothing. 10 cells, maybe tells you something. But 100 cells tells you that you're no longer guessing, that you have a proven system that works. Here's the twist. Once your system is proven, clients stop feeling like hope. They start feeling like inevitability. Because now you're not saying I can edit your videos. You're saying the system is there and it's working. Do you want it applied to you? And that's leverage. The goal was never to be a freelancer because freelancing is fragile. The goal is to own an infrastructure, something that works even when you're tired, even when you're quiet, even when you're not chasing anymore, even when you sleep. So no, if I had 0 clients and I was starting in 2026, I wouldn't rush, I wouldn't copy, and I wouldn't back. I'd build something so specific, so relatable, so grounded in a reality that money becomes a side effect. That's where real leverage begins. So if you find this video helpful, or if you have a friend who is in the online business, send this video to them so you can help your friend. And drop down a like, share, subscribe. See you in the next cut.